All right, dudes, what's up? This is episode 5 of our Halo podcast. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Good.
Good?
Solid.
How's your Thanksgiving break? I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
People want to know how surviving this cold.
Has been some time.
You okay, Tom? You look like you just saw a ghost.
No, my screen froze, and I was trying to figure out why.
Oh, okay. I just had an ad
messed up
pop
there,
up
so-
too, so I was like, shit. You guys are all good with everything?
In
man.
terms of...
Just like the podcast recording and everything?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I see you guys.
Okay, you guys are good. So what were you saying? How was your break, Tom?
It was good. Didn't go home for the first time, but we made do with some friends here. So
Nice. What about you, Chris?
It was solid. Close relatives over. The usual stuff. Just quick dinner, and then football.
Yeah, man. I watched a lot of football too, so I know I watched like every game. I was really into it. I was away for the weekend, so I couldn't play any Halo, but I did play a lot with you guys on Wednesday, and I know that the Rumble playlist came out this weekend, so I didn't get to do that. Did you? Any of you guys get the chance to play that at all?
yeah, I played
I
a crap load of it.
Yeah.
I played a lot. Well, I want to say a lot. I played enough to get ranked, and then played a few more. Then got immediately frustrated with the free for all spawns, which I guess was another drive I wanted to bring up
tell
later.
me what was it like? It was just free for all. Like explain the whole thing because I really didn't know anything about it.
So it was
Yeah. It was just free for all with rocket spawn.
Okay, that's all it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
infinite rockets, no
Infin-
grenades from what I remember.
Yeah, there was no grenades.
Okay. So how did it play out?
It seemed like the only map we played on was like Coliseum. I don't remember playing on any other map now that I think about it.
I feel like 5 of my 10 placement matches were Plaza, and that map is a shit show on Rockets because everyone's just around pillars or like where the sniper spawns and like taking the jump up, and it was really fun at times, especially on that map. Coliseum was frustrating because I guess how much open air there was.
Yeah.
Just trying to snipe some people. Most people ended up like hiding around like cave and stuff, so you can actually get kills. But it played pretty well.
Did you guys get ranked at all? Did you play enough games to get ranked in it?
I don't think I did.
I got Onyx, which
Oh, nice. Was that your first Onyx playlist?
Yeah, which is hilarious because I don't think I won a single Rockets. I think I might have won one.
No
so
way.
I guess yeah. I finished like top 3 for I'd say like 7 of the 10 games.
Okay,
Like, like 4.
I wonder if they fixed the thing already where you get more credit now for placing the top 3.
I would have to imagine either that or no one's playing that playlist, so I somehow was vaulted up to Onyx because I think that's the only way I would otherwise. At least in that, I really like the games I didn't place. I was miserable. Like I finished bottom 2 probably. I just kept getting myself in bad scenarios.
So how was it playing out? Like basically, whoever just spawned in a good spot and could get to like high ground was getting the most kills, probably.
Yeah, the way a lot of my games played out was like the person in like first place was most kills were like a 1v1 trade. Either like you're killing someone and they're killing you back, or you're killing someone and they're getting shot from someone else somewhere else. So like a lot of the people who are in the lead, and this worked well. The games I won were mostly picking people off or getting in a good spot, like a high ground, like in Coliseum, like
Okay.
the spot, the cliff above the sniper, and getting some like pick off kills before they die themselves. So I think the most I saw at a spree from someone was like 4 kills.
Yeah, I
He
can't
weren't
imagine it being like much more than that unless you were like playing against really bad people.
Yeah, yeah. There was like one person who only had like 2 kills and like 20 deaths. So it was they were just feeding pretty much. But a lot of the games were close. There was only one that like someone won by like 10. But most of them were within like 2 or 3. So one of the ones I lost was literally last second. We were sudden death for like a minute, and we just couldn't get killed. And some guy sniped someone essentially, like a cross on midship or truth as they call in this game. And,
That would be fun to play on midship.
that one was really fun. I was after I played that one. I think it was like my second to last or last placement match. I was mad that I didn't get that any other time and got Plaza 5 times. Not that I don't love Plaza, but I'm
Right.
not sure if it played the same for you, Tom, or
I had this one game where I had like I just like killed myself so many times, like killing other people. I had like 31 kills, but like I committed suicide like so many times
Yeah, I know what you're
that
saying.
like it was pretty funny.
I did notice that too. Especially if like you panic, and I feel like both people shot a lot of times. Like if you're just rounding a corner, one person would be given the suicide, another person would just be given the kill.
Yeah,
Even though it just seemed like a clusterfuck in that point, but
yeah.
Was it
a lot
like
of
tough
camera.
to was it tough to play? Because I realized like I feel. I mean, I think a lot of people share the same opinion, but like the rocket seems so much harder to use in this game than like most Halos, or like at least back to like Halo 2 style to me.
Yeah, it was
But I guess everybody had a rocket, so it's like even kind of.
yeah. The biggest thing that like I found was reloading at like the right time. Like that was like the you know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
it seemed like it takes like a while to reload, and like most time like you shoot one guy right with one rocket and you kill him, and then like you want to like get yourself set up again. So it's like, do you wait till we reload? Like to reload for like to have two rockets in, or you just like kind of chill with like the one rocket in the chamber, like trying to find like the right time to reload was like my biggest thing.
Yeah, that's
Like,
probably the best. Like the biggest strategic thing you could do is like when to reload and like
Right.
where.
yeah.
Nice.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Whatchamacallit? We're like live. We're doing this on. I have it on Twitch stream. I went to share it on Reddit, but I think I posted too many things on Reddit, so they wouldn't let me share this link. So just letting you know, I'm on the gaming talk shows for Halo.
All right. Word.
Nice. So, did you play? How much Halo did you play since like Wednesday?
So you like lagged? That was weird.
Oh, I was saying, how much Halo did you play since Wednesday? Did you play a lot, or did you play this weekend?
Oh yeah, I played a shitload. I
I
tried
figured
out
because
for
of the break, like you were playing, right?
yeah, I tried out for this team. That went pretty well.
Yeah. What was that about? I saw you texting Chris about that when I was away.
Yeah. I don't know. I just was surfing the forums trying to find teams and shit. And
What, the Halo Waypoint forums, or?
that and on MLG on MLG's website.
Okay.
And I tried out for his team. I'm still talking to the guy. He's like running a bunch of different he's trying a bunch of different people. So,
Okay.
but I mean, he's still in contact with me. So I'm assuming that's good.
That's cool. I mean, like, what were there any like prerequisites? Like, you're already a high rank. Like, what were they trying to see?
Yeah, he
or
said
anything?
he wanted he had to be at least Onyx in free for all or Team Slayer or Arena to be to even be eligible to try out. So at the time I was Onyx in free for all, so that qualified me. He was
Okay.
him and one other of the guys were champion, and one of the other and their third guy was an Onyx. They're looking for one. There's a team.
Oh
of three
wow!
looking
So
for
one of them was in champion, or two of them was in champion?
two of them were in champion, and one of them was like high Onyx. And, like, the
Champion
two-
in what?
In Arena.
Oh wow!
Uh,
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And then during the tryouts is when I got like we just spam arena games is how I got into Onyx.
Oh wow!
So I went from D4 to Onyx during the tryouts in arena.
Wow! But that's really good though.
Yeah. So I did pretty well. I was trying out as like the support player, so I had like I was like going for assists. mainly.
They were really like having that kind of like they have those kind of roles in Halo, like a support person. Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that? You have two slays, an objective, and a support player.
I kind of remember it, but like not really all the way. Like with that.
So all the support player does is you just like you're the one like communicating the most, and you just do body shots, and then you just communicate, and then the slays will like finish off the people most of the time.
Are you kidding? Really? Because it's 3 body shots and then 1 headshot, right, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan of slaying.
Really? That's kind of weird though. But like, if you can get the kill, you take the kill, right? Like,
Well, yeah, yeah. But I mean,
you're
it's-
like
it's not-
focusing on getting people's shield down first.
right,
like,
yeah,
hardcore.
and communicating the most. Well, not the most, but like you're the one like calling the plays and shit. Like
Yeah,
like,
I
all right,
just-
push now or
That shit like pushes my buttons though, man. I don't know.
we always did it. Well, I guess you never really did.
I
it.
never, I don't like that style of play, man. I really don't. Even in Call of Duty, like I just don't get it. Like in League of Legends, to me, it works because like you have different abilities. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna play a damaged. You're not gonna be doing like an ADC as like as Nami. You know what I mean? But like the support player. But in Halo, like everybody has a BR. You know what I mean? So like you're equal. So I feel like it should be more like basketball, where like you just get in a formation and whoever's closest gets the flag. You know what I mean? And like you have someone that's better at slang, like who's your point guard, but like whoever's closest gets the flag. Like, you know what I mean? I always thought that made more sense.
It'd be much more fluid that way, at least, because you're not dependent
Well,
on
that's
like,
the thing,
we can't make a play because this guy's not here.
Yeah.
Well,
You're like-
for instance, so like say if like, all right, so
The school's
take
you,
truth,
bro. I'm just
right?
kidding. What's up?
Take truth, for instance, midship, right?
Okay.
So, like the first thing you want to do before you grab the flag is obviously get map control, right?
Yeah.
So like the ideal map setup would be support player gets top mid, and then you have your slayers on either side of you. So one like top carbine, the other one top pink. So then you like get the map control the spawns, and then that allows your objective guy just to run and grab the flag real fast.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
So
I mean that's the ideal situation, but like it's not like if the objective guy's not there, don't pull the flag kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and that I agree with. That I like, because I always tell Chris the reason why we lose half our games is because like we're playing people we don't know and they just keep running to get the flag, and you can't get the flag if you don't have position on like top mid or at carbine on midship. You know what I mean?
right.
Gotta
Which,
get those
like-
resets though.
that's like the that's like the thing that most people do. The people do the most, man. Even I played hadn't played Halo in a while, so I hopped in a quick Warzone game. I clicked Warzone Assault by accident, but I actually like got first place and we won, because that's more based on like just killing people instead of like going after the bosses and stuff. And everyone on my team just kept going this one corridor, and I just like flanked and got like 3 kills because everyone on the same team was just like going on both teams was just going and like meeting down this corridor, and I just flanked and threw a couple grenades and got like 5 kills, and I was like, just got to think outside the box, man. It's crazy how many people do that. They just like run straight.
Yep.
Sometimes you just think about kills too much, not enough of actual strategy.
Yeah,
I haven't. Oh, go ahead, Ray.
Well, I was just gonna say that like I think that I don't know how some people view when they play video games or like first person shooters, but I just don't think people like get into the game. They like really don't think. I just don't get what makes people so bad at games.
Well,
I know
that's
it's
exactly what
kinda
it is. They just kind of like what Chris just said. Like they just think about kills. Like they just run in and kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, they don't.
It's so strange though. Like,
But, I mean,
oh, go ahead.
like I think all the strategy of it, and I can go into a larger rant because I actually played a lot of. Besides the fact I played a lot of Halo, I played a lot of Warzone Assault, which I wanted to get into later. But a lot of people would just like kind of just stand there and get kills on defense, not think like, okay, they have a sniper, like we'll try to get that person, or like they have vehicles, so like I would purposely spawn or like use rec points and actually try to counter whatever the other team was doing instead of just like 5 people staying in the core room waiting for anyone to come near them.
Yeah.
Which eventually leads to a loss. There's just like they're just thinking again. I think it's just a simple thing like just get kills and they'll lead to a win. But there's always more levels to that.
Yeah.
You-
It's just surprising
get,
how
like,
many
tunnel
people-
vision kind of.
But it's surprising how many people have that, right? That like
Yeah.
play Halo. Like you see people who are like level 50, like they've played so many hours of Halo, and all they do is kind of just like run straight and not like look anywhere.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's just what separates the.
Yeah,
know,
it's just
that's part.
weird though. Like it just like I don't know. It's just really strange to me. Like if you
That's why-
if you drive a car, you don't just like keep getting like. You don't just look straight ahead the whole time, like crash into shit and not get better. You know what I mean? Like,
You
Yeah.
you say that, but I think there's like a decent size of the population doesn't know what a blinker is or
Yeah.
a turn signal.
they're like, you're right. I guess you're kind of right, man.
So like for every person you hope is at a certain level, there's always someone unfortunately dumber.
I
Yeah.
just don't get it, man. Like I
Yeah,
get how
yeah.
people don't have like reflexes and stuff like that. That makes sense. Like if you don't have fast like hand-eye coordination or really fast like twitch reflexes, it's just like I watch some people's gameplay and it's like so robotic. Like they're just like moving straight and like shooting, and you're like, bruh, what are
So
you doing?
Andrew.
Yeah.
I also think the casual aspect of it too. I mean, a lot of people like we can get intense into things. You know, we're doing call outs. We're more on the intense side. But like if someone just wants to like come back from work and play an hour or two and maybe get some kills, they're obviously gonna most likely lose to people who take it more intensely like we do. But a lot of times they're just gonna be playing calmly and not really getting too crazy about it.
Yeah, this kind of goes
Relax.
back to like our conversation, like episode, I think like one, I think it was maybe episode two about like how like games with casual players and hardcore players and how the games are kind of catered more to people that are like want to take it seriously. And I think part of that is just that like so many people like gamers have evolved from playing. Like when we played on our couch, like we weren't trying super hard to get the most kills. Like you know what I mean? And that's when because we had a lot of fun because no one was like trying really hard. We were all just like trying to get the flag and like mess around. But now like every time we play, like when we had the Halo lands, like I was trying pretty hard, but like Steve would always try like he was in a pro game. And like sometimes I would joke around and like not try as hard because I realized like we were killing some people like really bad, like Andrew and some other people that like were on the other team. Like I would kind of start joking around because it got really lopsided sometimes, especially if me and Steve were on the same team or something like that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, I mean, we literally had to balance the teams because Steve was trying hard. We literally had to throw him on a team with arguably like
yeah,
three subpar players to counteract us kind of like half trying because he would just get 50 kills a game.
yeah,
So
he didn't really know when to turn it off. But like, and that's the thing that you're always going to get one person like that in a match, and you're always going to get the other extreme, like someone who's playing super casual, unless you're playing on a team where you have like 4 Onyx players and you go into Slayer. But like the way that we play, or at least in Assault, there's so many players that kind of happens, you know.
I kind of relate to I feel like a conversation I've always had with League players too, League of Legends. Like a lot of times, like obviously that's a game that can be very contentious with a lot of arguing. I know people say it has a toxic player base, but talking to a lot of people like how they see the game differently in terms of that, and I think it relates here because you can talk to someone after a game like, why didn't you this? Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to play and have some fun. I'm not trying to take it too seriously. And then next thing you can get into like a kind of an argument with another player where he says like fun to me is winning, and if we're not winning, then I'm not having fun. And I think it's a good that relates to pretty much every game that's decently competitive, like Halo is now, because those two viewpoints are always going to clash based on how people have fun. And obviously, I think if you want to win, obviously you want a team full of people who want to win like that, instead of just saying just playing it is fun itself. So I always think there's going to be a battle between those two mindsets when it comes to games, especially like you said, as they're getting more competitive. It's going to be more polarizing based on it, like the kind of players that are going to be in each spot.
It's all like what you want to get out of it too. Like kind of, I mean, pretty much like you said, just like you just want to come home and relax, or do you want to are you playing to get your rank up, or are you playing to try out for a team and get better? You know what I mean? So
Which in
all-
Halo's, sorry, finish.
I was gonna say a lot of people just react like by like what they're trying to get out of it. You know what I mean? Like out of the game.
Which in Halo is why, at least in this iteration of it, I'm glad they have stuff like Warzone, because then like if you don't feel like playing Arena, and like having your eyes bleed, look at the TV, worrying about kills, you can go around and have some casual kills and kills, and like there's some PvE aspects where you're also killing aliens or Prometheans and stuff like that. So there's a nice balance, and then like big team battles coming in between, and then you get your 4v4 arena matches, which can always be intense. So like it seems like, and I know they'll flesh it out more, it seems like there's multiple levels of ways you can play it.
Yeah.
So it's beneficial to different crowds.
Yeah, I'm still hoping they put in the social playlist, which I think is like a definite thing that's happening eventually. But it's just because like I really don't care about my rank that much anymore, because I know that like I'm a good player. But it is annoying when like us three and then we get a fourth to get together and we like move up in rank, and then I play casual and you drop so far, and then like all that time you spent like actually playing seriously was lost. And I don't really mind that much, but it does get a little annoying. I'm kind of over the ranking system, at least in this, because like I know that I'm good at this game, so it's fine with me. And that's what's funny too. I was thinking about that. League was so different for me because I talked about this before too, but like I'm not as good at that game as I am as like Halo or Call of Duty. So it's I kind of care more about playing hard in that game. When like in Halo, I don't mind messing around because like I know like, oh, I could get a lead and mess around, or kind of like come back if I need to. You know what I mean, in a game. So and to me, what's fun in Halo is winning, but also keeping like a fun atmosphere, not taking it too seriously. I like the balance of it. You know what I mean? That's just sometimes like when we get like super call outy, I like that, but sometimes it gets too like I don't know. I like to just do my own thing and just get kills. I'm the bastard. I don't like this. I don't take directions very well.
So that's my problem. I get like too serious and too angry.
You get mad serious. You get very serious. Even like when we're playing like a Warzone game, you get serious.
I hate losing. I can't stand losing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like we have a good like at the end of the day, everybody when you're playing with 4 good players, call outs help. But as long as people know as long as you kind of stick together and you kind of know where the enemy is, you don't need to be super in my opinion, super call outy like every little thing. Like sometimes it really helps saying like one rocket bullet left on my X, but other times it's really just like there's a guy coming, I'm trying to aim, and then someone's just telling me like, dude, this is happening, and like I have 37 bullets left in this, and like and the solar eclipse is happening left side of the map, and I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to shoot this guy in the head. Like you know what I mean? We're all good players. We're very like adept at understanding like what's going on in the game and people coming behind us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just like flusters me. But you know what I like? This is kind of rambling on, but like SWAT takes all that shit and throws it out the window. Like I was playing SWAT with random people, with Chris, with like anybody, and you could just get in that game and like because we're good at the game, it stands out in SWAT because it's like whoever's fastest and shoots each other first. And I don't I literally don't need to be with my team. I could walk into a room and get an overkill. You just kind of swipe your gun and get overkill. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that because you can't. There's no grenades. You literally can't get away with being bad.
Yeah.
There's no like. You know what I mean? If you're bad, it shines. Like you're screwed.
I agree.
Because you die immediately.
Yeah, it's awesome. But it does suck because we played it so long, and me and Chris got screwed up because we were used to like one shot kills all the time. You know what I mean?
I like going back into regular games.
Yeah, I mean, if you play a couple SWAT games, I don't think it messes you up. But me and Chris played SWAT for like a whole day.
Literally like 4 hours straight, probably.
Yeah, and then when we went back into the regular match.
Again.
Mm-hmm. You like my mug?
I do.
Penguin. It's a penguin.
It's very penguin-y.
Well, it changed colors when I did that.
Huh.
You see that?
It's hacks.
It's because it's like my webcam is like zooms in and out. I think it like auto adjusts. I'm drinking some of that throat coat tea. I looked this up. Like some celebrities drink it when they have to do like audio performances or like voice acting, and like a lot of comedians drink it. But it soothes your throat, and I had like a sore throat, so I bought it off Amazon. And it's actually really good, and it's caffeine free. I'm not a big tea drinker, but it's actually got some weird flavors like marshmallow root, a little bit like licorice, which I thought would be bad, but it tastes pretty good. There's like a bunch of stuff in it. It might be like ginger. I have to read it again.
Sounds good at least.
It's really, really, really good. I love it.
As long as you just don't go on another detox.
Yeah, which I might know. Juice cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to playing more. But you know what? I signed on before when I got home from work. I just wanted to play before the podcast. You guys want to play after, right? Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hopped on like nobody was on, and I'm like, damn, I don't have a lot of friends that play Halo right now. Like, it's not like it used to be. And then even today, I texted you guys that I know it's during the day, but there's only 500 Twitch users or viewers of Halo 5, and just to compare, there was like 160 on Dota, 100 something thousand on League. There was like 40,000 on Rainbow Six, 30,000 on Counter Strike. Obviously those games, Counter Strike, League, and Dota always have a lot of viewers because that's like where Twitch is like really popular. I think it's more popular for PC games, in my opinion, just from like looking at the numbers.
I was gonna say I don't think you're doing any service to any console games by saying the Twitch numbers, because if anyone mentions Twitch, I associate it with PC games immediately. League, Hearthstone,
totally, and
Dota, all those.
And back to what Tom said, if a big name isn't on, it's not going to draw names when because League is like is free and everybody plays it. There's always some big person on League that's like drawing in that number. But still, it's just crazy that like the market is really small, you know, and you could tell like I don't know, just even looking at like let's see on the Halo Reddit, there's 132,000 people signed in that follow the Halo subreddit. There's 833 people actively on. And then let's do Call of Duty Reddit and just see. Obviously, it's going to probably be bigger. It's cross-platform, so it's really not a great... Oh, this is a weird Call of Duty one.
Yeah. Which side note? Kudos to 343 for being active on the subreddit. I was actually going through it a bunch the other day on the weekend too. They pretty much respond to and they look at every thing on the front page of that subreddit, and they actually respond to a lot of people. People voicing their grievances about different issues, bugs. I know a lot of people are complaining about it. I saw a lot of people complaining about how bad Headlong looks compared to like the Halo 2 remake and stuff. I mean, I personally don't mind it, but
I don't mind it either.
I understand the argument at least. But I like how quick they're responding, and they're doing a good job from what it seems of making sure to be as vocal as possible with the community. So good on them to even, not even their own like Waypoint forums, but any major forum that is talking Halo 5, they're actually listening to what people have to say.
Yeah, totally. So just to finish up, this is like a stupid point. I realize it now because it's really not comparable. But since I started the conversation, I just want to end it. So the Call of Duty subreddits are split up. There's not one Call of Duty subreddit. So the Halo Reddit is for all Halos. There's not a Halo 5 Reddit.
Oh, there is one, but it's like 1,000 people, so I don't think anyone uses it.
Okay.
I checked the other day, so I think everyone's just using the Halo one.
Everyone, pretty much uses the Halo one. So the Black Ops 3 separate subreddit has 33,000 people in it and has 800 active, and this one has 130, 800 active. But it's all Halo, so it's really hard to compare. But like you're saying, Chris, they've been really active on the forums and stuff like that, which is cool, and that's nice.
You also gotta think Call of Duty has been the game for the past so many years. You know what I mean? Like Halo is just starting. It's essentially starting over from fucking scratch. As far as like the.
What were you gonna say?
Huh?
I was gonna say like COD is pretty much like as casual or more so than Madden at this point. It's like a household name. Like there's a bunch of celebrities in the commercials. Like it's as out there as possibly can be.
Yeah, totally.
So it's
actually
in its own way.
I just heard some news too that it as of now it's rumors, but so the HCS, right? Like the season they just announced it's back with MLG now, but supposedly because it's only this season only goes from December to March. It's pretty a short season, but they claim that the reason that they're doing it all online, besides like the finals and shit, is that they're kind of saving all the money because they're going to start their own league, just like Call of Duty did, and just like the LCS and stuff.
That'd be nice.
So good. I just heard that today through some like I was watching a stream and they were talking about it and stuff. So
that'd be good to legitimize it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
What was I gonna say? Following up on that is what we were just talking about. I lost my thing.
I was actually had something to go off what you said, Ray. When you said you logged on before and you didn't have enough friends playing Halo. That kind of happened to me a bunch this weekend during Thanksgiving because I got to a point where I thought I was going to play more Halo than both of you guys combined over the weekend.
Okay.
I was just spamming games for hours because I figured I had the free time.
Yeah.
I realized I got to a point. And I guess this kind of goes back to the competitive nature of how the game plays now and how intense it can be in 4v4, where like even running to another team that has like two people communicating, and I could tell sometimes when people are like running in tandem, getting team kills. It can be so unforgiving to like just get a bunch of like four randoms. That's again why SWAT is so nice because you can just go in and dominate. But the way that the nature of Halo that it's if you get callouts going even between two people, you can really get a solid hold in the game. And I found myself getting frustrated a bit, especially since I am up there in some of the ranks. Like I'm Plat 6 and 2, I think like Team Arena and Slayer. So I'm running into harder competition at least, and I don't consider myself the best. So I play well against around objectives. So like I found myself losing a lot of battles. So I took my anger out on Warzone Assault, and that was a lovely change of pace. And I kind of forgot about the mode because I remember that was like the first thing we tried in Halo when we first, at least when I first got it, and a bunch of us were on. But that was really fun, and I think we should do it. I think that was my ultimate lead-in.
No, definitely, dude. I texted everybody in our chat, the public restroom chat that we call it, to play Halo around like 8. Around like 8:45, 9.
Yeah,
So
'cause it was just a silly amount of fun. It was a nice breather
yeah,
from the intense play.
I agree. And like now that I get it more, I had a lot more fun. Like I just played one game and like I got some kills. Now I know that like you use your rec packs as much as you want because they reload. I thought like once you use the 3, they were gone, and you had to re-earn them. But like Chris pointed out to me that like if you use the 3 rec packs, they just kind of regenerate back to 3 a lot faster. So like you're better off using 3 rec packs than maybe another 3 rec packs, and then when it regenerates, you might have like 5 or 6, and then you can have like 3 things. Where in the past, I would just wait till I got to 6 to get something cool, and I'm like, this is so dumb. I'm not using any weapons or anything.
Yeah,
You know?
I actually liked it because it allowed me to. I forgot, but like I was selling all my weapons just to get more packs. Kind of doing the silver
Yeah.
silver pack thing that we've talked about in the past, and that is really effective too. But like just a bunch of weapons because I actually got like the legendary, or not legendary, but the ultra rare shotgun, and a bunch of other like I also got the DMR, which is like 6 rec points. So I was excited to get that. But even all the like the long shot AR and all the various weapons, like even using those and kind of just playing around with different combinations, it's been pretty. It was really fun just to do that. Also had a shotgun spree of like 12 kills, which I'm just super thrilled about.
That's awesome.
That was just a silly amount of fun. That's like that brings me back to being a child. I'm just like I have the biggest like eat shit grin on my face as I'm just hiding behind a doorway.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't let him get to the core, right? What else am I gonna do except crouch with a shotgun?
Yeah,
I played Warzone earlier today, and it was glitching out for our entire team. That on like the rec pack thing, it just had a loading circle and said retrieving data, and none of us could use our rec packs. But the other team was like they had like BRs and snipers and stuff.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
We still won, but
Oh, nice. That's funny though.
yeah.
So a slight humble brag there.
Still
We only had pistols, but we dominated.
So I mean, we just like we'd kill them and pick up their BRs or whatever they had.
You had to walk uphill to take the base and uphill to the
Take the
core.
weapons. Yeah.
Warden
Uphill both
Eternal.
ways.
We had
You had to
two.
walk
So
15
what it
miles
was
to kill.
I was watching one of the pro streams, and all of his teammates signed off. So he opened up a Warzone lobby to like all the viewers. So he invited 11 of us, and we had 2 5-minute 30-second.
Were you playing with him?
Yeah.
Oh.
We had
pretty cool.
We won two Warzone games. One of them was 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The other one was 5 minutes 30 seconds.
Wow.
Good lord. Was it the assault one or it had to be the assault one?
It was the one it was the assault ones. Yeah.
3 bases, yeah.
Yeah. The kill.
Because I had one team the first night I played it. I think that jump started my fun too, where there's like 2 or 3 games in a row where we legitimately took the first base within like a minute, and we were just steamrolling people, and that was a blast. Felt bad for the other team, but like when you take the core within like 6 minutes, it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like
messed up. Yeah.
that's like a mental teabag.
Yeah, I had a great moment where I had the upgraded plasma caster, and we pushed them back to their core, and it's the one where the core is like in a base, and you can see it through the doorway. I forget what map that is. It has the big spire, almost looks like a giant boat in the middle of the map.
Oh, Apex. The Apex.
I don't know if that's what it's called. And so I was like standing so far back because I had the zoomed in BR. So I was like BRing them. And I'm like, oh yeah, I bought this plasma caster. And I was just launching the plasma caster from like almost the beach into the doorway. And I got this like long distance stick. And I kept getting like kills because it was the upgraded plasma caster was so strong. And then it became kind of fun because like it was just fun using the plasma caster and like other weapons that you don't really get to use because the plasma caster now is so hard to use if you're playing a good team. Like unless you're playing like capture the flag or territories, there's like no point in using it. If you're playing like Slayer. So it's fun to get those weapon uses, and it is a change of pace. So I'm definitely down to play that tonight.
A strategy I saw on the credits, whoever had it on the Halo subreddit. Apparently, the Scout Warhog is OP. The one without a gun.
I don't get how is that possible?
Because it has almost like triple the armor, and it doesn't roll over as much. It actually it's a sturdier vehicle. So there was a guy who pretty much got like I think like a 10 kill like splatter spree, and he just kept running back and forth between their spawns, and they couldn't like they're just shooting him nonstop. Like he got hit by like a few grenades, and he was just going, and he pretty much ran into the ground. But it's something I want to try. Like I saw a bunch of people just running around on like gun gooses and stuff. Like it was just, it's nice to kind of just throw everything out there and let people kind of play in their own play style, which is limited in a way when you go to arena and big team because you're set on what's on the map. But like the customizations actually is really nice. And I know that was always a criticism of like Halo 4, right? With 4, it had the loadouts, right?
Yeah, this is a good mix.
Well, no,
it's a completely separate mode now.
Yeah, it's a separate mode. You can still only load out with like the BR and the DMR and stuff like that, and then all the weapons are you just get rec points. I like that. It's pretty cool.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, the only thing that's weird is like you could just spawn with a rocket and die, but like that's whatever. It is what it is.
And,
now
and
that
go
ahead.
Sorry. I know, and that's like I feel like that's like a thing shared by all because there was one point where it was a game where I'd play where like we had a tank and some guy like ran out with the fuel rod like sprinting towards the tank and I sniped him, and like I don't think he got like more than one shot off, and I'd be pretty mad if I was him.
Yeah, but now that I know the rec points regenerate, it's not as devastating. Like when you just like die right away. I was debating whether or not they should put a thing in. I mean, not that they would, but like if I was the developer, would I put in a thing where if you didn't use the weapon, you got it again, kind of thing? If you didn't fire any bullets, I think that would almost be fair. Like
we talked about that?
We talked about that. Yeah, I was just thinking in my head, like, would you, if you were 343, would you put that in the game? I don't know if I would, but I would at least test it, like in like at work, right? They probably have like a test environment,
or have like a 10-second thing after spawn. If you have a weapon on hand, something like that, just to limit like going out of the garage.
That's kind of more. Yeah, that'd be perfect. If you die within 10 seconds and you haven't used the weapon yet, you get it back. Or if you die within 10 seconds, you get it back no matter what. Because how many shots could you got off in 10 seconds? Like,
Yeah,
you would have to pretty much be at your core to get like a shot off in that scenario. It has to be like a long distance thing, so it's very situational. But anything like that, I think would ease the frustration of a good amount of people because I think we've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Definitely. I spawned at the wrong base with like a shotgun and everyone was so far away from me and I just got picked off and I was just like, oh my god. Like I just spawned at the shotgun.
Enjoyed the free power weapon.
Yeah,
it's only legendary. Yeah.
So that was annoying. But it was fun. And I definitely wanted to like play more. I guess going back to what I was saying before, I don't know why. I guess I'm more of like skeptical than you two. I just get freaked out by like the longevity of games. Except partially, we want to do this podcast about it. We like Halo. I like the game. That's what sucks too is, like, I don't want to be those people where it's like, people who are like still playing RuneScape or like some stupid online game. You're like, why are you still playing that game, dude? It's 2015.
Thriving, still thriving.
I know it is. But like, you don't want to be those people like I don't get why people play like older games still. Like if you're still playing like Modern Warfare, whatever game, like online, like I don't know why you do that. Just play the new one. That's where everybody's at. Like I love Black Ops 1. I don't go play that online. You know what I mean? It's in the past. So it's just like I don't want Halo 5 to be like after Christmas people just be like, why are you playing Halo 5? No one plays that game anymore. It's the past. That's what I'm kind of worried about. And it sucks because even that happens to Call of Duty now. There's just so many games that get released and they jam so much shit down people's throats that like it kind of just happens.
I also think I might be speaking for you. You'd be here, Ray, but I think also the fact that like PC games also kind of warps our mind in that sense because like the other two games that we're really into are Hearthstone and League of Legends, which are as thriving as possible. Or like there's an endless amount of longevity considering you can just update and release expansions, and the community is always there, and it's easy to stay there too. But with console games, like especially the nature of like, hey, here is this year's edition, or here's the next sequel. But when a game doesn't have a sequel and there's just constant updates, then it's easier to just kind of stick around, even just kind of wane out of it. And like if someone like wanes out of Halo, unless they have a huge like upgrade, they're just gonna wait for the next installment. Unlike Hearthstone, where someone might wait for the next expansion, or League's gonna wait until the next season. There's always more to come back to for those. So I think PC games or console. I wouldn't say PC games have an advantage, but console games could potentially have a disadvantage when it comes to that. Considering how often they want people to run through it.
I mean, that's why, like, you know, they joke around about like the PC Master Race because like it's just a better system setup, you know. Yeah. And honestly, I don't get why they can't just do that with Halo. I saw some people posting on the subreddit today about like how if they just updated Halo 5 next year and made it $60, but everyone kept playing this game, like they would much rather do that or in 2 years than like have another Halo because this game is really good and just keep people playing this game, you know. And definitely that's why I stopped playing Call of Duty and console games and I moved back to computer because like I know that I can spend $100 in League and hundreds of hours and it's not a waste of my time because like if I can go back to that game now and play, I can go back to that game in a year from now and play, I could probably go back to that game in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it's still going to be around. Same thing with Hearthstone. Like I don't mind spending time in the game because like it's going to be around for so long. To me, I equate it, like I always say this, it's like playing basketball. Like I view League of Legends like just playing a game of basketball. Like I'm exercising my in-game skills, you know what I mean? I'm practicing, and it's not going to nothing. But like sometimes playing these old console games, like playing the fucking like classical flute. When am I gonna fucking use that? You know what I mean? It's like playing like the chimes. Why am I learning this? It has no value.
It is a smaller community, and I think it lends itself a lot to PC games too. Like I'm still into Civilization, and there's people who play like Civ 3 because they consider it to be the best version of that game possible, even though the graphics are archaic.
Yeah,
but like I think when people find like a situation they love, they're gonna stick into it. Like a good example is like Black Ops 2 still has apparently 3 million active users a month, and it's so strong still on like the console for the old console games that that Activision still wants to release 360 and like PS3 versions. Harder to do that for Halo, I would say, because I mean the last two haven't been too great. You know that it's trying to get restart now, but sometimes if people find their community of a game they love, it's gonna stick around, and hopefully, and I actually think it will happen with Halo 5 at least based on the way it's gone so far, especially with their community interaction and how quick they are to kind of put stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think it will stick around. Like we said, the free maps are huge.
Definitely big.
Like that's going to keep people, especially myself, like really interested. And they've already done a really good job like updating everything. Like I'm super happy with all the updates. So they've been pretty active on it. And like we still have yet to have social playlists in the game. There's going to be new content. Who knows? Like I'm sure they could load in new like legendary or rare items, right? Like they could make a different legendary shotgun if they wanted to.
They already have with other items. Like they just put all the new Tundra items in for vehicles and put new armor in too.
Yeah, so I mean, they already kind of have like a League of Legends model going on where they have like these bi-weekly or like monthly updates, new skins and stuff like that, which is like what they need, and that's honestly what's keeping me in the game. Now they just need to fix some of the matchmaking issues, and I don't know, maybe like another aspect of the game that I don't really have an idea of right now. Like, I don't know.
Well, something we talked of in the past is like incentives to actually to rank up. Like I know in Tom's sense, like he wants to get the champion. He loves seeing that number climb to see where he ranks compared to other people. But like to me, that's somewhat more casual. I mean, like, is it cool to get Onyx? Yeah, that'd be great. Like, I still want to get Onyx in one of the other playlists that is in Rumble Rockets, but I don't feel like I need to, like, I want to actually grind for that, as opposed to, like, just playing and switching around to other things. So
yeah, the rank in this game doesn't really have a big meaning.
Essentially not, unless you wanted to. I guess it would if they fixed the matchmaking. It was evenly matched. If it actually became like a challenge to rank up, I think then that would help. But like I feel like if the three of us are together, we can pretty much like just grind the games up to Onyx if we needed to, even higher, and depending on the matchup.
Yeah.
So I think the ranking system's fine. I think the only thing that they should change is the fact that you can't fall out of a certain division.
Well, just to let you know, I was speaking more towards like that, like whatever our level is in the game, like 41. That has no purpose,
your Spartan
right?
level? Oh yeah.
Your Spartan level has
leveling.
like no purpose.
Yeah, no. But I mean that's been in since like Halo Reach is when they added that, and that's been in like every Halo.
I mean, I guess in Call of Duty too, it doesn't have a meaning, but like you prestige and you get like new shit and stuff like that. Like Call of Duty, just like, oh, I'm level 150, right? Chris said like the highest person was like 150. Like, what the fuck?
152, yeah.
Like it's not like you get a new ability at like level 70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there are some rare when you reach like certain milestones. I got something for hitting 50. Like there's like a armor. I think it was an armor set, and
Oh, really?
I might be wrong on the armor set. Maybe I was opening other packs, but I know I got a an
Well, you
icon,
get
whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, you get packs when you level up. Your Spartan level.
Yeah, there were some actually. Now that I think about it, when I got 50, I got a bunch. I got the rare icon or emblem, whatever that is, and like a bunch of rare weapons, some other stuff. So you do get a lot for the milestones. I'm sure the higher you get, you probably get like some guaranteed legendary items when you hit like a higher one.
I was gonna say they need to have something like that, or like
Yeah.
or I mean, no way would this go into the game. Like they're not gonna. First of all, like the 343 is not gonna hear this podcast, but like they could have done a thing where like you prestige and like you get to pick one thing that you're permanently unlocked in Assault or Warzone or something like that.
Yeah,
That would be cool. Like every time you prestige, that's what Call of Duty did. Like this weapon is the sniper rifle permanently unlocked now. As long as you have 8 recs, you can get the you don't need any more sniper packs.
Yeah.
Something like that would give more people an incentive to like prestige and level up and keep playing and stuff like that. I don't know. But what were you saying, Tom? You were saying something about the actual level, like your placement level, your CSR level. You don't want people to drop. You want to be able to drop down.
Yeah. Like how it is now is like once you get in a diamond or gold or whatever, like if you fall all the way down to like diamond 1, like you can't go back down to platinum.
Yeah, I think that's only an issue now because what I was reading some interesting stuff about the ranking system, how it got really screwed up because nobody was ranked, and the way they did it is like basically what they were saying. I don't really have a good explanation for that, but basically what they were saying is like now the next time people get ranked when it gets reset, like they'll have something to go off of, so you will have a harder time in your placement matches. So people will get placed lower, and then their climb will be better, and then they won't even have an issue of like dropping down. So like because you're Onyx now, you're gonna next time you place, you'll be playing against people who are Onyx, so you might place in platinum.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So they're saying that they're waiting, they're like really looking forward to resetting the rank because that will fix all that stuff. And like random people who shouldn't be in platinum will go down to like silver or whatever.
Which makes
Gotcha.
sense. Which should be done. I think that would alleviate some of my issues with it.
And I think that's what the issue is. Some people got randomly placed in diamond who are like silver level players, and they're like, shit, I can't derank. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm diamond and breakout, and there's no way I should be diamond and breakout. And like I said about Rumble Rockets, like being Onyx, I should not be an Onyx.
It's something obviously
Being
wrong
realistic.
with that system right now. It's definitely off. But it could just be the first time. I don't know when they're resetting it. They're definitely not. It obviously didn't happen today. It's December 1st. But I think it will probably happen next month or sometime this month. They'll reset it. It seems like.
Maybe even for the New Year or for Christmas. Once I can imagine for the New Year, once a lot of people
Yeah.
settle and actually start playing.
Yeah, I think they want to kind of have it like all the kinks figured out before they reset the rank and stuff, just so it's like a little bit more smooth, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Which one I saw a funny clip on Reddit. I might have mentioned this in the last podcast, but they had like a thing that said bronze players do exist, and it was like a theater mode clip of these guys like fighting over a bench. And they were literally just like crouching, standing up, like shooting at each other. Then the other guy would like crouch, the other guy would stand up, like shoot, throw a grenade, would like go way over his head, and then like he would crouch. It was so slow and funny. And
I
it
saw
could
the
have
way
been
you talk
fake,
about
but like
the benches on Plaza by the sniper rifle, and they're just like they just pop up like whack-a-mole, like take a shot, and then it would obviously hit nothing, and
Yeah.
then just go back down.
it could have been fake, but it was really funny. And I'm sure. I mean, they have to exist. I mean, I checked like on Halo Tracker, there are players that are ranked bronze, but like to get bronze in this game, I'd like honestly think Dominic, Tom's son, who's like could play better than most people that are ranked in bronze. You just at least in SWAT, right? If you got Dominic in SWAT, you'd at least get a couple kills, one
At
kill.
least. I mean,
Just hold
he
R.
does have my
Spray and
more
pray does work. Does work.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
I should have him 1v1 Andrew.
In SWAT. And just tell him it's not him. Tell him it's you. Because then he won't, like, he'll be playing all, like, sneaky, and then Dominic's just shooting through a doorway, and it, like, hits Andrew. He's probably listening right now. We have one viewer. It's probably Mark or Andrew.
And Mark is telling Andrew.
Dude?
It's better than none.
To any other listeners, our friend Andrew tends to space out during multiplayer games and can lead to some funny moments where he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that happens, man.
Time's the best of us.
A lot of funny moments. Let's see. I think he answered that he'll be on at like 9:30, and we got some other players.
Yeah, I'm raring to play at this point.
Yeah, I'm totally down. Whatchamacallit, we still need to get a little icon for our Halo podcast. I have an idea. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm thinking we go into a game. I get in the Warthog. You guys fight over like gunner passenger seat, and we like take a cool like gay picture of the Warthog somewhere on the map, like turned, and like our literal like our gamer tags or whatever that's called. Your what's the abbreviated name? Your like clan tag kind
Spartan
of name.
ID or whatever.
Your Spartan ID like pops up, so we'll have like us three with the sunset in the background in the Warthog, and then we take a picture, and then we just whatever Halo podcast, and then we could just stick that on like iTunes and stuff.
I do appreciate it, but what immediately popped in my mind is say somewhere in rig, somewhere like near where the sniper is.
Okay.
Tom is there, and his gamer tag will be obvious, but he's dead and he's on the ground, and then you or me are teabagging him, and then the other person, whoever's not teabagging, he's running away with no shield on his ex, and I think that's a very good picture, an image to have just right there.
That's pretty funny too.
We can work on it. We can work on it.
on that.
That's good, Chris. That's funny.
We'd have to get another person in to like film that from their angle.
So someone like shooting a penis into the wall, I think too. Maybe just have a bunch of people just in the background.
We'll get like we'll have like a photo shoot on the rig custom game.
Have the alien in the background, or the sandworm, whatever pops out.
For the Mr. December Spartan calendar.
That's hilarious, actually.
With Santa hats and everyone.
I wonder if there's any like kind of way. Remember in Halo 1 where you could do that like glitch where you wouldn't have a gun and you would make it like a camera, and that's how they originally filmed Red vs. Blue?
Charge the plasma pistol. Pick
And-
up the skull. Duh.
That,
God, right.
I don't remember. I wonder if you could do that in this game. Or there's some way to like do that, and then like we
Theater.
could just get the camera and we could film stuff. That would be really funny, and then we could film.
I'm sure in theater and custom games there has to be a way to kind of set that up.
Halo
Yeah, theater.
5.
You can do it without a doubt in theater.
No, the thing is though, is like, so here's the issue: if you're in a custom game, you're not going to get a theater mode for it, probably. So like, if we were to do something funny in custom game, it would have to be through a first person perspective, like me, someone who has a recorder on their Xbox.
That's true.
That's why like Chris's idea wouldn't work unless we had a third person who would have to be me technically, because I'm the only person that has like the equipment to record, would have to like look with his pistol, and then the screenshot would have my like pistol and my radar and stuff in it. Unless there is a custom game, there's theater mode for custom games.
I'm gonna look right now because I played a custom game earlier.
Then we could do that.
What did I play?
That would be really cool.
I played Strongholds on Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fun. I don't think it's a matchmaking game right now. We played it in custom game, but it's pretty fun. And I think you're right. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I wouldn't imagine.
Oh no. Yep, got it. Got
No
a custom
way.
game.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. That's okay. So we could do whatever we want then.
This is America.
Wow.
Booyah.
Okay, so photo shoot time.
Trump 16.
Nice.
Huh?
Wow, that's
Nah.
really funny. We should do a we could take really funny pictures like in theater mode. Like we could draw stuff on the walls and then take it out in Forge, and then
And then we can make a calendar and
And
sell it.
in theater mode we can make a really funny. You need like really good Photoshop skills to do like a Santa Christmas Halo.
Or just make
Yeah.
it really shitty. That'd be the whole point.
Yeah, I think,
on paint?
that always works better.
Yeah.
And of course, all unicorn helmets.
And then we
Or-
could
or
make
you-
calendars and sell them.
That would be really funny. You guys don't have the dedication though. I'll have to do it by myself.
Yeah, all right.
I'm here for comic relief. You guys know that.
I was when I was doing some testing. I was doing some gun testing in the game. I was like, I was gonna see if it was worth it to make a video about like gun spread and like how that worked in the game. But it's not like Call of Duty. Like there's some guns don't really have a lot of recoil. But I was testing like the bullet marks. Some walls don't keep bullet marks that well, and the bullet marks are very small in this game. But it was actually pretty interesting. I did some tests with like the BR obviously goes up a little bit every time it shoots. And if you shoot a sniper into a wall from like pretty far away, it only changes by like such a minuscule amount you can't even tell. But it wasn't worth making a video. But I was like testing drawing stuff on the wall and rig to see if it would like stay like my name or something like that. So you could probably draw a penis or something in there. It stayed for a decent amount of time. So you could definitely draw something funny on the wall. And there's a lot of like. The bigger maps, the big team battle maps would be fun to like film something, right?
Just jump around on things.
We could do a jump in the Warthog with all of us in it.
That'd
Off
be
a
cool.
headlong bridge or something.
Yeah, that would be sweet, right?
We should
Over
see
the
if the
head.
rocket thing still works.
What rocket thing?
Like, you remember how I was telling how a person in the passenger seat would shoot the rocket?
Oh, off
It'd be
the
cool.
bridge and just flip it
It'd be
around.
cool to get like an upside down picture of us in the world or something.
Yeah. That would be really good, actually. That would be really funny. Yeah, I think you know what's fun about this game too is like there hasn't been a game since Halo 2 where I've wanted to go into a custom game and mess around, and this game brings that back. It's
Yeah.
fun just kind of like going into maps and like messing around. Like me and Chris went from like map to map, just like looking for like weird stuff and kind of messing around and like trying new things. It was fun. It was cool. Like
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that. I want to see if we can mess around with the Warthog. I also want to see if you can do any like glitches with the Banshee on any of those big maps or get to any weird spots that we haven't noticed.
I think the whole get back inside the map in 10 seconds like kind of
Yeah,
ruins that.
it's pretty restrictive.
It's very fast in this game, but there might be like a spot or two we can get into.
Because they never had that like in Halo 2. Like there's a bunch of spots you can get to with the Banshee on Halo 2 on Headlong. For instance, there's a ton of spots in Headlong.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything online, but about people getting into the spots. But I'm sure there's got to be like one or two spots you could get into.
I feel like those days of like glitching the game out it's like over.
Yeah, kind
Versus
of.
competitive scene.
There's a lot of invisible walls. Me and Chris I forget what map we were on or something, but we were like trying to get somewhere, and there's a lot of invisible walls in the game to like block.
Like remember like the first one we ever did was on Ivory Tower. Remember that where like where the OS was like that glass,
Yeah, totally.
and you could sword lunge through the glass and fall on the bottom of the map.
Do you
It
know
was, like,
about this,
all
Chris?
white.
Which area was this?
So on Ivory Tower, you know that map, right?
Yeah.
Where the overshield was, it was like a glass ramp going from the ground to where
Like up towards like sniper kind
Oh
of.
yeah, on the left side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the left side of the map. So there was a spot like a little bit above Overshield, like almost at the top of the ramp, where if you had somebody like you had the sword and you had an enemy on one side, and you like on the other side of the glass, the reticle would turn red, and you would like hit them. And if you were on this perfect part of the glass, you would go into the glass and fall below the map and stay
Yeah.
alive.
And that's when. Remember when you could do the? Oh my God! Holy shit! Remember with the rocket sword?
Oh, and you would fly across the map.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So if you
wow.
so
this glitch was amazing.
like this glitch was like the main reason that you could do like a lot of glitches, like a lot of reason you could like guess out the map. So if you had a sword and rocket, and you looked, they had to be close enough for the reticle to be red on the rockets. But if you
It was
look at
pretty
them,
far though. That
Yeah.
range.
it was. And if you just hit was it YB or
YBR or something really fast.
I think it was just YB. I want to say it was just YB.
We have
If
to
you
hit R for the reticle to the sword thing to lunge.
Well, no, that's the whole point. If you just did it like it like glitched out and you just went towards the guy.
Either way,
no,
yeah.
no. If you hit B with the sword, you lunge.
Oh, that's right.
why.
Okay, that's why.
So yeah, you would hit YB, 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 YB like real fast, and after like 3 seconds, you would just fly to the guy. You wouldn't like kill him or anything, but you just like fly to him.
Yeah, there was even people who were like really good modders or glitchers that would do it with the sniper rifle, and they would go like across the map, and they would just fly to people with the sword.
Yeah,
That shit was
so troll.
hilarious.
But I mean, like no one like did it like in game. It was like literally like get outside the map or like to get like it was just like a straight
Yeah.
like glitching thing.
Yeah.
Then
No,
you,
I
like-
miss the dummy glitch. That
And then
glitch
remember,
was my favorite.
Oh my god! Remember the double jump one where you would go into a corner, and the one guy would get in your head, and then you would look up and you would do the same thing, the melee thing, and you would just keep going higher and higher and higher and
Yeah,
higher.
yeah. Me and Chris were doing double jumps, but this was funny because you would just literally, because the melee would just keep like it would make you keep
Yeah.
climbing in the air.
Yeah, the melee would just keep resetting. So every time the person would jump off your head, you would melee to him, and then you could just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. But yeah, like you had to do it like up against a wall.
Yeah, sometimes so I feel like some of the other Halos they didn't really have. They kind of made like head jumping. Oh shit! Where did you guys go?
I'm.
I just lost Tom's video.
Oh, what the hell?
I mean, I don't mind the picture of Adrian Lima.
Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. We're about to end anyways, but me and Chris, like I was gonna say, in some of the games we would take out some games. It made it seem like it was harder to do, like where someone would go on top of your head and then you would jump and then do the double jump thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But me and Chris went onto a couple maps and we almost got into a couple spots. Like Chris would get on my head, he would jump, I would jump, and he would jump off my head, and it definitely worked. But there were just so many invisible walls that like we couldn't get anywhere. But that mechanic like works in this game really well. Like, I was launching Chris pretty high in the air a couple times, and it definitely was.
Time for the triple jump.
It was definitely close. But what was that map, Chris, that we were on with the rockets outside? Is that Eden?
Eden. Yeah, Eden.
Yeah, me and
There was a spot near there where there's like a ledge or two that looks like you can. It looks like you can get on it. It like overlooks the catwalks, and like we were pretty close. It didn't look like it was blocked to get up there. It just we didn't have enough height to get up there, even with the double jump.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
But it looked like you could get up there. But I mean, you reasonably wouldn't be able to do that in a game. But
Yeah, we found some weird thing on Eden. There's like this weird. It's like a. What would you call it, Chris? The thing that we blew up. It's like a little power generator.
Yeah, it's like a power generator, and when you shoot a side of it, cylinder pops up out of it, and we're trying to figure out what.
And there's two of them on the map. So we're like, and the cylinders, when you stand on the cylinder, it does allow you to jump to a catwalk. But like me and Chris were saying, it's way too weird. Like we were thinking it had another rig kind of thing where if you blow these two up and something else up, like something will happen on the map. But like we couldn't find anything else, and we like looked on the whole map. We're like, there's got to be something here that we're missing, but we couldn't find it.
The only purposes we came up with, like Ray said, like it allows you to jump up to the catwalk. And to me, another thing, if you're quick thinking at the time, is if someone's like on a catwalk and shooting, you can shoot that and try to get yourself some cover behind that and actually block some line of sights if you're trying to like panic on the ground.
Yeah, it only lasts for like 10 or 15 seconds though, but yeah. Definitely. We'll show you when we're in a match. We'll throw that in.
Yeah.
So, you guys good? Anything else you want to add?
No, I kind of like this how we just kind of went.
Yeah, I
Random.
think sometimes it's good to have like more topics, but this was definitely more like free flow. You know, I think it's good. I like it a lot too.
I think for now, I just want to free flow myself over to my Xbox and play some Halo.
Same, man.
Yeah, I'm about to make a cup of coffee and get on.
Jesus Christ, Thomas.
Wow,
not
how diggity dog dare you? I just had a Red Bull at like 6, so I'm
Oh,
ready to
how
go.
dare you,
I had a salad at 6.
fatty.
Wow.
All right, well, we have one viewer. We did have like 3 viewers at one point, so if you're
That's
still
what's up.
here, thanks for
No.
watching. Thanks for anybody listening to SoundCloud or YouTube. We're getting
Thank
a decent
you.
amount of listeners on YouTube, but we really need to get this stuff going on SoundCloud. But stuff that we'll talk about after the podcast, maybe while we're playing. We have to figure out some stuff to do. So,
Yeah.
and film our photo shoot
Definitely.
for the calendar and for our emblem icon. All right, thanks for listening, everybody.
Take care.
I'll see you guys on not the Rift.
I was gonna say see you on the Rift, but that didn't make sense.
See you on the ring. Boom.
See you. Ooh, boom. See you in the ring.
See you in the arena.
Okay. All right.
Rings better. See you in the ring, guys.
All right. See you.